Oh yeah, it's stuck on there too. It's gonna be ruined when you unstick it.
We can find a new one. There's another pin up here to holding it
I
on.
need to get this one out all the way. The head pops off. Grab it out.
Well, guess what's going to go for a ride. Good thing I'm here to supervise. Ouch! Oh! Oh! Ow! Ow! Oh! 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 Twist it. You go. You got it. I'm so proud of you. All right. The nut holder for the X nut. Now we're going to get these two screws out. It's a little screw area I was telling you about. And we're going to pull all these locks off and everything. Here's the deal, Don. This section here, they always relieve it. 20 or 30 thousandth here.
Yeah.
Well, down here where I'm feeling, that's wore down flush with this. Even though it's chrome plated and it's got all the wear, it still could be usable. But you see how the flaking's on one side and got some wear marks, and it's higher over here than over here. And this is wore down. And this was the highest of them all. So this needs to be in one plane. So we got to straighten it up.
You gonna take this off the saddle?
We'll take the saddle off. Well, we've got to take the saddle off to get the Y nut out. I'm going to pull these locks off. There should be a little plunger in there. These ought to polish up real nice with that little Milwaukee die grinder.
There you go. Throw them in there. You gotta take that nut off to get to the other nut.
You take what nut off?
Don't you have to take this nut off?
Yeah. We'll take, while I'm doing it here, let me get these screws out. This old screwdriver has been around the longest, and you can tell it, and I always pick it up.
You got a few like that. This bag method has really saved me on my restorations.
Because you can't remember shit.
That's it. Sometimes it's 3 months later when you're trying to put it back together.
Let me put it this way. There's a Monarch 10EE over there. It's been apart for 5 years.
There you go.
And I didn't take it apart.
You need a bigger
But they did
screwdriver.
put all of the parts in bags, so I've got a fighting chance. That was too big. called.
Turns one way but not the other. Bent probably.
You bend that little thing, there's nothing to bend it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna pull this clip off. And that'll be all we need to do. Alright, we gotta start taking the nut off, but while my hands are dirty, I'm gonna pull these lines. Just pulling them out here.
Probably the same size. Well, they're tight. You're gonna have to use it.
Or we can impact them. I'll have to wait till we get down in there. All right, should be tightening it that way. Bigger pliers. Those blue ones right there, sir. Tighten it up that way so it should be coming my way. Let me push against it. I'm gonna mess up that nut.
Then don't do it.
Well,
Don't do it yet. Soak it in some stuff or something. You know? Actually, it can't move because it's up against that nut.
no, it'll come over. It's a shoulder.
Oh yeah, it is. It'll still come off though, right? If you take this off.
Don't remember.
I think you have to take that the nut off, and then the whole thing comes up.
Well, you can't take that nut off. It's the same thing as this is. You got to take this plate off here, and then reach in there and undo that screw.
You can't get to the nut if you take this off. No.
This nut is a one-piece
I know,
casting.
but if you take this off, you can't get to the other nut.
How do I take it off? You're not listening. This is a one-piece
That's right.
casting.
That's right. It's like a T.
It's 90 degrees.
Yeah, I remember now.
So
I remember now. Yep.
see, it unscrews this way. It comes this way.
Yeah.
Just no way to hold it.
Not pinned, right? Just to make sure.
It's scuffed there already. No, this actually loosens so you can turn your dial around.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably been years since that's ever been unloosened.
Put some more penetrating oil in there, maybe might help. I doubt it.
It's already scuffed up. Here's what we can do. Just take it off, and I will recut the threads, the knurls, if I have to, because it ain't coming off that way. If you give me a red rag off of that table over there up against the wall between the toolboxes. That's tightening it. This way is untightening it. No, here.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
You have to push and pull at the same time like that.
Right, but I'm going to take it.
Maybe we tap.
Hold on. Hold that if you would.
Maybe we can tap this lightly.
God, great mind thinks alike. Ta-da!
Key in there, right?
Yeah. Now, boy, look how sloppy that is.
That is pretty bad. Got it?
Got the little one out. Well, I got it loose.
Start. You're gonna drop into the knee?
Probably.
It's gonna be fun finding that and all them chips that are in there, I bet.
Well, I'm an expert at that. It's like finding something in the bed of that Axelson 20 there.
Yeah. Been there before, right?
Done that. Dirty, dirty, dirty in there.
They catch everything. I got a shaper, there wasn't one corner in there, it wasn't full of chips anywhere. But it wasn't shaper chips, it was machine shop chips. From lathes and mills. Just rained down on that thing for years, probably.
It's a long bolt. Screw, whatever you call it. But it's out. Where it is, I have no idea.
In the knee?
All right, let's get some of this stuff off. It'd been pretty little handy light.
I like that one I found inside my truck.
When you,
I was just looking at my truck and what is that red thing on the engine? Doesn't look like it belonged there. I looked at it close to the darn light. And it was a very good, expensive light. Automobile.
what color was it? Red?
It wasn't Snap-on, but it was the other brand.
It was mine.
That competes with Snap-on.
All right.
It recharges. It worked. It must have came original from when I bought the truck, because nobody's ever worked on that truck.
Nobody's ever changed these felts either.
So it was there for at least 3 or 4 years.
I think I read somewhere that these felts are supposed to be changed once a year.
Yeah. Right.
This was made in '64.
I don't know if that'll fit in there, but
There.
those little screws will. The little screws will fit in there.
We'll just keep it. All right. Are you still recording? I think you are.
Is it the gib you taking out?
This is the gib.
You want to put those in another bag, or you want to...
I'd like to put it with the other gib.
Makes sense.
So far, nothing's been really stuck on this thing.
Yeah, it has that nut.
Well, took just a little tap.
It was still stuck.
You'd have to get the torch out.
It was still stuck.
Still stuck.
Stuck is stuck.
Got some wear, but not that bad. You still see flaking on parts of it.
Yeah.
All the oil channels are open. Clogged up.
They don't have grease in it like mine. Somebody put grease in my Bridgeport instead of oil.
Well, it's because you know why, don't you? In the old days, grease was different than what it is today. It was a lot thinner.
Now this stuff they put in there, this was grease.
Come on out, baby, come on out. Well, people see the grease search and they think, ah, I got
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
The best way I found, H&W, the people that have these little plunge oilers that are made for oiling the
I've got
table.
one. I've got one.
If you'll take and put that on that zert and pop it, it'll, after 4 or 5 times, blow all the grease out of that line.
Yeah, I've got one. For that reason.
Come on, little nut, get out of there.
The whole thing's coming.
You don't have to go home, but you don't have to get to stay there. Push against that.
Coming in? Yeah, the thing's coming.
It's trying. It's giving it the old college try.
Yes, unscrew it. The nut ain't gonna come out because of that. Do you have to unscrew it out?
I gotta get it, well, you could. I'd rather just pull it all the way out. Would you get me the screw and the handle for this?
Yeah, that's easy to say, hard to do.
I thought your filing system
Yeah,
was
it's in here.
infallible.
It's in here with the other 50 million parts.
My hands are dirty again, Tom.
And mine are too, now that you made me get that.
Thank you, sir.
Gloves don't usually last on me long.
Those are good gloves. I get them at the plumbing
No,
supply.
I just don't like wearing them.
Oh. You hold against that, sir.
Coming. Coming.
Yeah.
Finally. That's a little worn too.
Oh, the whole thing's shot.
A little pointy on those Acme threads.
Give this back to you with that. You can move that thing a full 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah. You buy a new one of these too?
Oh yeah,
Good.
I knew. And when I bought this, I took all that into consideration.
Now we can get this nut off.
Now
And
you
slide
can get
it-
that
and
nut off,
slide the table.
and we can take off all the other stuff. The guy that sold it to me was a horse trader deluxe.
He knew it was worn.
And he even is a scraper hand. Horse Babbitt bearings, and he's an old timer. And all it needs is a new nut.
No.
My ass.
Well, I mean, most machines, that's all they need, but for some reason, this one's been used a lot.
All you have to do is look underneath it.
Look at the leaf
And
screw.
you can see the screw sticking out the end, and you know.
Yeah.
All right.
You need your impact. So those are pretty tight.
Nothing to it.
Oh no, that Walt is a beast.
This is the biggest one they make.
And it's a beast.
I bought it and carried on my pickup to change flat tires.
It will do that. It will definitely do that.
And if I remember right, you reach in here, you grab it, and
You
you
gotta
turn
turn
it. You get it out.
Not too much in there.
Hell, that's probably all lead screw.
Yeah. Lead screw and bronze.
Ow! Sharp lead screw. It bit me. That's where the little screws go. You got one that holds it in place, and then another one that holds that one in place. That's a mess. Get the rest. I still have things to do here.
Yeah.
If you will, get a screwdriver and take this back
Yep.
belt cover, whatever they call it, off. I will get a wrench and take off these oil lines. Oh, that was sharp. It made me bleed. Oh my God, I'm developing a mole.
There goes another one.
Goddamn moles.
Goes another 50,000 comments.
They wouldn't do that to me, would they, Don?
Yep. In a heartbeat.
Sharp little boogers. What did I need? I need a wrench. Thank you, sir. It's kind of frayed pretty well. Or it bends all the time. I think I'll splurge for another wall line. This one's kind of frayed pretty well, or it bends all the time. Probably lasts another 50 years.
Something a rock. On a rock or something?
The dang wheel's coming apart.
Oh, look at that.
You broke my table.
Oh, no, I didn't break it. Your Bridgeport table broke it.
You sure you got it unlocked, Don?
Yeah,
Go forward with it.
I think I do. Off. 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 It's just that wheel jamming it up.
No, it's over on the other side. That one's off.
That's off. That's on. That's on.
This one's locked too.
Well, it says off too.
did you learn to drive? Louisiana?
Your thing is broken. Oh yeah, a gumbo of metal chips. What are you trying to do? Turn it over? Clean your hands.
I feel like Jed clamp it.
This ain't nothing. This oil washes off your hands. The oil in my shaper wouldn't. Soap don't even touch it.
This is the manifold, and those are all the bijou rollers. Got to change out.
They make the kit, sell a kit for that too.
I got it.
You already got it. Not terrible.
No, it's not super terrible, but
you know, we could paint this thing with this on here.
well, yeah, we could, but then we'll mess it up when we take it
off. Yeah.
take it off.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can just get the base painted, then I can move it out of the way.
Yeah. Well, we could just stand it up or something, paint it too. Stand up on a piece of cardboard.
Well, we're fixing to find out if we're going to take it off or not. That's all chromed, and I want to see what.
You really need to take it off so you can clean all behind there.
If you would move this out of the way, you'd learn. See, there you go. There you go.
Oh, your damn wheel is screwed up, you know? Off is not up.
Well, it's one of them Australian carts.
Off is in the middle somewhere.
Everything's backwards.
It just slide over there.
Yeah, we got a lot of trash.
That one. See if you can see the screw. I see one of them. One of them's one of them's right over there.
This looks great in here. Good God, that looks wonderful.
Said gumbo. See the screw down there? All the way down in the corner.
There it is.
They only have two, right?
There's a little one somewhere.
Oh, look, it bounced out somewhere.
Might have to put a new. I'll look at those. You know, while it's off, I may need to get a new gear for that. But let's look over here and see how much farther we're going to have to progress with this. I knew I had more of this stuff.
Don't.
Yeah. We'll get one. What I'm going to do, Don, is put a straight edge on here.
Yep.
And I'm going to measure
Yep.
how much is gone.
Yep. Only way to find out.
Moment of truth. Here's a little camera. I forgot what this one is.
Bertan.
Markings always wear off these things.
Gotta be close to thousands there.
Well, usually, here, I'm gonna give that to you. Usually, it's 1.5 thousandths on these markers. You guys see? Raise it up, put it underneath. Can't pull it out. Can't pull it out. Can't pull it out. Can't pull it out. Can't pull it out.
Pretty good.
Can't pull it out. Can't pull it out.
Pretty good.
Would you hand me that light back there, please? We're going to try to see. I don't have
I'll get it behind it.
Don't have any good way except through that dovetail. There you go. Let me get around on the other side. I love these little bitches. $49 at Northern Tool. Or they were before the pandemic.
Probably 99 now.
$438. I'll sell that one to you for $300, Don.
Sure. Yeah. $2 today, $2 next month.
I have a better deal. $50 down, $50 a day for the next 50 years.
No.
No?
That's not a good deal for you. I'm not going to live 50 years.
No, you wouldn't do that to me, would you? In a heartbeat.
I have no idea what I'm looking at here with the screens in the front.
Oh, you're looking at me. Hi. You're doing okay, Don. Can't even hit my mouth.
Very good. Considering how much it's wore out on this thing, that's pretty good.
Well, this is the hard surface. That's the softer surface. What I may do is refresh the oil pockets, but the oil pockets aren't supposed to be here in the first place.
No, they're on the other end.
They should be in the up.
They're in
These
that
will
one.
just hold oil. I don't know. See, they put them on there to make them look cool. This is well under 1/1000th of an inch wear, half a thou down the whole thing. I'm not going to pull this knee off
That's up to you.
because you never, even if you send this to Bridgeport, they're not going to plane the column. You send them this, they do this part, they leave the back because there's just not that much wear. There's not that much wear at this end. That can be refreshed to match this. I think that's as far as I'm going to go. The benefits just don't outweigh the risks.
Okay.
Because planer could catch on this and throw it off the table, and it's hard to hold on the table. Do you concur, Dr. Don?
I do.
Okay. That's what a straight edge is good for, guys. In fact, I have a few that Richard King has left here that if you want one, plane up and send it to you for $50 down, $50 a day for the next 50 years.